Hello, welcome again, and thank you for tuning in. This is Mr. Successful, Mr. Carson, coming to you live via webcam, my home office. And I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me wherever you are, in your office, your home, in a restaurant. Pass these messages along, please, and thank you. I want to say thank you to my friends, my loved ones, my co-workers, and my colleagues for motivating me and inspiring me to do it big and to do it great. And I want to say thank you, more importantly, to the students that I educate and that I teach every single day. I want you to hear me and hear me well. Through January, my illness in January, through my illness in February and in March, I persevere. I have yet to miss one day of work, simply because you motivate me, you inspire me to do it bigger, to do it better than anyone, and to be my best every single day. And I want to say thank you so much for being a part of my life. I don't take it for granted, and I consider it an honor and a privilege to be doing what I'm doing, and that's teaching and educating and motivating the young lives that I have been entrusted with. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to come to you today with a simple message, a continuation actually of continue to be successful. Listen to me and listen to me well. Continue to be successful. I realize as I study great men and I look at society and I sit down and I lecture and I talk to people, I realize a lot of people have given up on their dreams, their goals, their desires, their ambition, and I'm relentless. I shared this with somebody, and this is my personal motto: die before you give up. What's the advantage? Please share with me. What are the advantages of giving up, of throwing in the towel, of walking away? You have to believe in your dreams, your goals, your desires, and your ambition. If you don't, then who will? Even God doesn't want you to come to him if you don't believe. The most popular book in the world has concluded, those that come to God must believe. So I beseech you, go after your dream again. Pull out that business plan again. Be the best student. Be the A student. Don't settle for less. Anybody can make an F. In fact, F signifies little or no effort. Actually, you could have stayed home and made that same grade. If you're going to wake up, you're going to get on a cold bus stop, a chilly bus stop with inclement weather, and come across a school in another county, 30, 40, sometimes 50 minutes away, put all you have into it. Put all that you got into it. Be the best. I remember I read something that says, you should seek to do your life's work as if God Almighty called you this particular moment in history. And you should do it with a sense of cosmic responsibility, no matter how small it happens to be. You must do a little job in a big way. You must do an ordinary job in an extraordinary way. If you cannot be the pine on the top of the hill, be a shrub in the valley. But be the best little shrub on the side of the hill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you cannot be the highway, just be the trail. If you cannot be the moon, be the star. For it isn't the size that you win or you fail. You just be the best at whatever you are. Be successful. Continue to be successful. Die. Listen to my motto, die before you give up. I shared 3 strategies with you earlier this week, and I want to let these 3 strategies resonate into your mind, into your soul. You should have started implementing these strategies already, as I have. As we continue our pursuit to be greatly and massively successful, I want to share these 3 strategies with you again. That's how important I believe they are. And as well as another additional strategy I want to come to you with. And I want you to write these down, play them in the morning, in the evening, at your office, share them with your loved ones, whoever you feel may need to be motivated, somebody that just needs a word of encouragement. I realize that words are powerful. They can mean the difference between giving up or going on. So the first strategy, as we learn in this lesson today, continue to be successful. The first strategy was get rid of negative thinking. Yes. Evict every thought in your mind that's plaguing your ambitions, your goals, your dreams, your desires, and kill it. Don't let it exist in your mind another day. One of the popular authors in the most popular book in the world says, forgetting those things which are behind me, and I press forward to a glorious future. Forget the past. Forget who told you you couldn't make it. You wouldn't be anything. You're just like your father. He was worthless. You're going to be worthless. You're just like your mother. She was a tramp. You're going to be a tramp. You're following right in her footsteps. You are not smart enough. You are not educated enough. Who are you that anybody would want to listen to? Why would you let that? Why would you let people damage? Why would you let people speak negative things over your life and plague you and cripple you and paralyze you from being everything God intended you to be? God wants you successful. If you don't realize it or not, that same book says, my beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. So even God wants you successful. Forget about the past. Was it depressing? Yes. Was it a tearful and lonely nights and evenings? Yes. Are those evenings still plaguing you? Yes. But it's time for you to let that stuff go. Stop let it controlling you. There's an old proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can't do you no harm. Kill negative thoughts about yourself. And I want you to replace those negative thoughts with positive ones. I tell myself every single morning and every single night, and I try not to forget it. Carson, you will be successful. You are a multimillionaire. I have people to take care of. I have loved ones that need me. I have children that are depending on me. And I have to be successful so I can feed them, clothe them, care for them. And it takes great success to do that. It takes money to do that. And I tell myself that every single day. You will be greatly successful. You will be massively successful. As I look over my business plans and as I look over strategies for other businesses and how to implement them, and my staff has told me this is doable. This is doable. You can be successful. You are successful. Continue after your goals. Continue after your dreams. Whatever you want to be, you can be it as long as you want to be it. And I come to you and say, be successful. You are a winner. You are great. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. Don't let anybody tell you different. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Christ wants the best for you. I want the best for you. And I come to you to say this: change your mind and you will change the direction you are going in. You change your thinking and you will change your environment. I live where I live. I drive what I drive. I have what I have. I eat what I want to eat simply because this: I believe. I told my children this several weeks ago. Bad things happen to bad people because they think badly. It is called the law of dirt. It is called the law of reciprocity. The seed that you sow will be harvested back into your life. So I sow seeds of greatness. I sow seeds of success. I sow seeds that will come back to me 100, 1,000 times over. And I suggest you join with me and you do the same. Kill negative thoughts. They have no place in your life. Say to yourself every single day, every single night, you are a winner. Nothing beats failure but a try. I don't care if you tried it 100 times and you have failed 100 times. You are not a failure. I heard Zig Ziglar say this. He said, people are not failures, events are. So you're not a failure. Stop telling yourself that. I also heard Benjamin Franklin said this. He said, I didn't fail 100 times. I just found out and discovered 100 ways it didn't work. Keep at it. Keep going on. Move and move to your future. There is nothing behind you. Everything that's great, everything that is beautiful, everything that is wonderful is ahead of you. The second strategy I want to share, which I think is powerful, especially to the students that I teach, and that's change your friends. Wow. That's powerful. Listen to that. Let that sit for a moment, if you will. Change your friends. Change your friends. I've always been fortunate to try to be with people, be in the company of people that can encourage me, that can say, yes, Carson, you can do that. Yes, Carson, you're better than that. Carson, you're slipping. What you're doing, come on. Come on, get right. Tighten up. Change your friends. If you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Thieves hang out with thieves. Robbers hang out with robbers. It is called the law of company. Even the most popular book in the world has concluded bad company corrupts good manners. Losers hang out with losers. If you want to know why you're depressed, why you're always frustrated, why you're always upset, why you just can't seem to get it together, why you always in this funk, if you will, 90% of the time, I promise you, trust me when I say this, it can be attributed to the people that you have involved yourself with. The people that you have allowed in your life, that you talk to, you hang out with, you chat with, you email, and you text. And I want to say, if they cannot finance your dreams, listen to me carefully. If they cannot finance your dreams, they cannot help you emotionally, help you mentally, get rid of them. Then what point do they really serve? Because people are going to come into your life for one or two reasons and one or two reasons only. And please hear this. One, that's to add and multiply. Two, that's to divide and subtract. Now you must decide which one they're going to do, because they're going to do one or the other. And you must simply say to yourself, I have the power, I have the control, I am the master of my soul, I am the captain of my faith. Which two of these things that I'm going to allow people to continue in my life? And I encourage you right now to say to yourself, it's over. I'm going to monitor the company that I keep. I'm going to monitor the people that I share my dreams with, my goals with, my passions with, my desires with. Because either they're going to help add to me or multiply what I have, or they're going to divide and subtract. And God knows with this economy, we don't need anybody in our lives that all they do is divide and subtract. They leave us with less. We have less desire to go after we want. We're not happy. We're depressed. For some reason, we feel after they have left our presence, we feel like some anvil has been dropped on our head. Change your friends. And you will change your environment. You will change your world. You will change your mental state. You will change what you say, how you say it. You will change what you share. Protect and guard your heart, especially the women. I want to share this with the women because I think this is powerful. I've heard somebody say this, and it was scary when they said it. They said, "I would rather have bad company than be alone." Are you serious? Really? Really? You would rather have bad company than to be by yourself? The best times I've ever had in my life, the most creative times I've ever had, the most powerful moments I have ever had in my personal life. I'm just talking about Carson. I'm just talking about Mr. Successful right now. It was when I was alone. In the presence of myself, in the presence of God, meditating on his word, meditating on success, meditating on greatness, was when I was by myself. Don't you accept that attitude? Don't you accept that way of thinking that you would rather have bad company than to be alone? No way. No. Think better of yourself. Say, if I can have the best people around me, then I won't have nobody around me at all. Period. Think more of yourself. That's a low self-esteem, because people will only treat you, in most cases, how you look and view yourself. You say, well, wow, you're right. I haven't gotten the best treatment. I haven't gotten the best responses. All because you think about yourself and you have accepted the wrong type of people to plague your environment. So as you move forward in these strategies, I want to speak over your life to change the people that you keep. Disconnect from them. Block their emails. Block their text messages. And you send in that little box on Facebook that says, you know what? I have heard from Mr. Successful. I have heard from Mr. Carson, and I no longer want people in my life that plague and cripple my emotional state, my mental state, my financial state ever again. In fact, you don't have to delete me. I am deleting you. You are no longer in my life. You no longer have control, and you no longer have the power over to change my environment, to change my mental state. I choose today who I allow in my life and the company that I keep. If I cannot have the best company, I will not have company at all. Make sure today and every day for the rest of your life, you have the best relationships. You have the best partnerships. You can have it. You can have it. If you want it, you can have it. You have to believe. It's all up here. It's all up here. So a man or woman thinketh, so is she, he, or they. You have to believe. Another strategy I would like to share with you, that I shared with you a few evenings ago, was to get rid of bad habits. Get rid of bad habits. Get rid of not paying your bills on time. Get rid of poor diet. You only have one life to live. Treat yourself kind. Exercise. You only need to exercise about 4 days a week. Get in a yoga class, get in a Pilates class, and just watch how it changes your life forever. Pay your bills on time. Take care of your surrounding and your environments. A cluttered and a messy environment says a lot about a person, especially their mental state. If you don't know where to start here. Get rid of every single thing, okay, that's old. If it's an old bill, get rid of it. Don't let that stuff plague your household, plague your office. If I was to show you my office right now, it's spotless. I don't have papers and receipts. I keep receipts for 90 days. After 90 days, you can't return it anyway. Get rid of it. Don't let paper and trash pile up in your household. Get rid of that. It's garbage. It's useless. It's worthless. Exercise every day. Eat right. Keep a diet healthy with vegetables, with water, high in lean protein, liver, lamb, chicken breast. Make sure you pull off the skin off the chicken because that's high in saturated fats. And it's good for the heart that you eat lean meats and vegetables and a lot of fruits. Find out from your doctor what you are allergic to. But make sure you include in your diet almonds, walnuts. I just discovered and read that peanuts are good for eyesight. Okay, they help maintain healthy blood vessels in the back of the eyes. So make sure you have a diet with peanuts and almonds and pistachios. Plus, they raise the metabolism too. They are healthy fats that give you energy throughout the day. Make sure you're drinking a sufficient amount of water. 75% of the body is made up of water. So 75% of the time, you should be drinking H2O. Treat your body right. Treat your environment right. Expect the best of yourself. Get rid of every single thing from paying bills late. Don't do that. Especially if you plan on opening multiple businesses like I am. How in God's name you expect people to pay you when you are not paying people? Pay your bills on time. You signed that you would pay a certain amount for a certain duration of time. Pay it. If you can't pay it, communicate with people. Let people know that, hey, you're having difficulty. You never know. They might say, hey, you know what? We'll put it at the end of your 54 months or your 72 months. Don't worry about it. But if you're not communicating, they have every right to call you. You borrowed the money. They didn't. So don't get upset. Don't get frantic. Don't pull your hair out. Don't attack them. You borrowed the money. Pay who you owe. Be a good steward over your finances. Give to someone who has no power to return it to you. There is no real nothing to be there's nothing to feel good about if you can give money to somebody that is able to give it back to you. Unless they just had, a need that month. But take somebody out. Do something for somebody or someone that cannot give it or return it back to you in this lifetime. And watch the laws of reciprocity unleash a blessing over your life that you won't be able to contain. Trust me when I say this. I'm a living witness. I am blessed beyond measures. And I'm looking for more. I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes say, don't be scared to be blessed. And I'm not. I want ridiculous favor. I want ridiculous wealth. I want ridiculous increase. And I want the same thing for you. But you got to get rid of these bad habits. You got to get rid of these bad habits because they will kill and destroy your future harvest if you don't. The last strategy I want to share with you, which is a powerful strategy, and I want you to listen to these and play these every single day and every single night. They have changed my life. I wouldn't share them with you if they didn't work. And I simply want to share this last strategy with you. And I'm going to conclude this. And I want you all to have a wonderful weekend. And this last strategy is powerful. And it's simply this. Forgive. Forgive. That is so powerful. Forgive. Listen to that. Forgive. I don't care whether it was a bad relationship, a toxic relationship, a bad business deal that went sour, your father never speaking to you, your mother abandoning you, leaving you for foster care. You've been a ward of the state since you were 5, since you were 7, since you were 12. Forgive them. Free them. I heard someone once shared with me, forgive and forget, because sour grapes make a lousy wine. Forgive them. Also, I heard someone share this with me. They said, while you're carrying a grudge, the other person is out dancing. They have forgotten about it. They have moved on. Why are you still carrying it? And I realize that because I've been hurt. I've been abandoned. I've been used. I've been walked out on. But if you don't forgive, let me share with you what will happen. Because hurt people hurt people. Abused people abuse people. Usually it's the abused person that continues and perpetuates the cycle of abuse. So I want you to forgive so you can be better, so you can do better. That's one reason I attribute my success with the children that I have been educating and motivating ever since I started my educational career in 2006. Because I forgive. They come up to me, they trust me, they share their personal stories with me. I give them strategies, and I want to give the same strategies to all students, all adults everywhere. You're keeping good people away from your life because you're not forgiving. That's why you're not successful. That's why you don't have all you can have. Forgive. I want to share something personal with you. And I had to forgive. I had to forgive a lot of people because it was hurting not only me, but it was hurting so many people that loved me, admired me, and they had to walk away because they saw how funky and how awkward I was. And I realized one simple thing, that I just had to forgive. And when I say forgiveness, I mean expunge their record. Expunge means, from a law enforcement perspective and by the law of God, that they simply did not do the act. They have a clean slate. They have a fresh start. And that is what I've given every single person. A clean slate and a fresh start. And I hope those that I have hurt, that I have disappointed, one way or the other, have forgiven me. Don't let it destroy your harvest. Don't let it destroy you another day. Don't cry about that situation again. Forgive them and forgive yourself. And when you see them again, let them know that it is well with your soul. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. And it has passed. The past has pass. It's gone. Don't worry about it. If God is not thinking about it, if God is not losing sleep about it, why would you? I want to say thank you for tuning in. To all of those that's supporting me financially through their contributions, I want to say thank you so much to my staff, my students, and all of my friends and families and loved ones and those that are tuning in. This is Mr. Carson. Mr. Successful, you have a great weekend and have a happy, happy Easter. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.